What's up, foodies? I know it's been a while. We just moved. You can see we've got some ghetto action going on here. We're in the middle of renovations. We got some nice new cabinets and a little whiteboard wall. We're currently snowed in our new location. What did you have for Valentine's Day dinner? Let me and Spoonie know in the comments below. We had a beautiful roast chicken. Well, I've got some left over today, and I can't exactly make it to the store to buy any new ingredients. Well, what am I going to do with the leftover chicken? Make a kick-ass short, right? Beautiful. I picked my chicken off the bone, and I actually reserved some of my chicken fats and oils. So I can essentially, like, re-roast it, saute it. I've got a handy-dandy wok over here, so I'm going to take some of that, throw it in the wok, season this chicken up. I mean, it really doesn't need it. It kind of tastes great, but I'm altering the flavor because I'm making a pasta dish. Angel hair with some roasted garlic parmesan. Oh, deliciousness. Check this out. First things first, I've got Spoonie Jr. over here, and as you can see, I've got some nice gelatinous chicken fat. I mean, it doesn't look like the best thing you're ever going to see, but I guarantee it's one of the best things you'll ever taste. Just dump it in. Take your chicken, dump it in. At this point, we just want to make sure that this is covered with a little bit of that delicious fat. Oh man, fat means flavor for sure. I know you've heard that before on other channels. They were not lying to you. Absolutely gorgeous. Now that I've dumped that in, it's really simple. Garlic powder, onion powder, a little bit of cayenne, black pepper, which freshly ground. In this case, I've got my happy little guy here. Herbs de Provence. You know this is one of my favorites. We've spoken about this before. A little bit of salt, but only a little bit. This has already been cooked. It's already been seasoned, so we have to be very careful with what we do here. We don't want to over-season this. Just go ahead and add a little bit of your seasoning in. If it starts to look like it's drying up, add a little bit more fat. Or turn down your heat. We don't want this chicken to be dry. It wasn't dry when we started. We don't want it to be dry when we finish. Yeah, a little bit of pepper. Boom, done. A little bit of cayenne. I prefer the Zatarain's brand. There's just something about it that just really does it for me. A little bit of onion powder. I mean, we don't need like anything that's too crazy here. Just a tiny little bit. Same thing with our garlic. I usually use fresh garlic, but I left that in another state. So I have to purchase some more, which I will be doing quite shortly. At this point, I'm not adding any salt. I'm just going to stir this around because, see, it's already pretty much up to temperature. And I just want to brown these seasonings just a tiny little bit. Super simple. I'm going to continue browning these. A couple minutes, 2, 3, maybe 5. I doubt 5. And then I'll show you the next couple steps. And this is super simple, and it just uses stuff that I have in the cupboards. Yeah, we're in the middle of reno, and things are going a little crazy here, but I had to get you at least one more recipe before the reno is done. There'll probably be a couple, because we've got some work to do here, but it's Chef Lynn and I's first house together that we have built. And unfortunately, we got snowed in on Valentine's Day yesterday, so we're just making the best of it. Yeah, we'll be right back. See you soon. Once our chicken is browned and brought up to temperature, it's just really pulling out all of the yummy, like chicken-y. Is chicken-y even a word? I don't know, let me know down below. Once it's pulled out all of its flavor, it's time to move on to the next step, which is really, really simple. Can of peas and carrots. Dump it in. Just like that. We're going to want to stir this around a little bit. Kind of cook them a little through. We don't want to like burn them. We don't want to saute them. I did drain this. We just want to make sure they're starting to heat up a little bit before we put it in our sauce. It's not going to take very long. This little stove that we have here is really quite kick-ass. It heats through evenly and quickly, so just gotta keep moving this around. We don't want this to burn. We also want to be careful not to smash our peas up too much. We don't want to make them pea soup. We want to keep the integrity of the pea. Yeah, looking good. At this point, we don't need to check for seasoning because we have another ingredient to add, and that is very simply a jar of ragu roasted garlic and parmesan that I had sitting in the pantry. I am going to rinse the jar with a little bit of milk so it's not too thick, and I want all that sauce out of there. I want all that flavor. It smells good. Let's see what we can do with this pasta. Once again, just dump it in. Nice and simple. I'm going to take a tiny bit of milk. Use whatever kind you like. I prefer the vitamin D, like whole milk. It's just richer and creamier and just tastes better, in my opinion. Let me know what you like. I just give it a little shake and then, once again, dump it in. At this point, the only thing left to do with our pasta sauce is stir it. Make sure it comes up to temperature. Everything is nice and coated with this sauce. Check it for seasoning. Season to taste. If you need a little bit of salt, you need a little bit of pepper, some more onion or garlic or cayenne, feel free. Add whatever you need. This is just a quick, simple thing that you can do with your leftover Valentine's Day chicken. In the meantime, I've got my salty pasta water boiling so that when this sauce is done, I can just take some angel hair, which I have right here. It was like $1. Boil it up and go ahead and put some sauce on top of my pasta. That's really about it. I'm going to add some parsley flakes over the top to add a little bit of extra flavor and kind of make it look a little nicer and fancier. But that's really about it. Go ahead and turn this down to low. Once you see it bubbling like that, go ahead and turn it down to low. I think slower is better when you're cooking pretty much any type of protein. So that's what I'm going to do. And we'll be back in a few minutes. I'll see you soon. Stay kick-ass. Once your pasta is cooked and your sauce is looking something like this, give it a good stir with old spoonie, and it's time to plate. There's no need to let this rest. You are going to want to drain your pasta, or if you're like me, rather than draining it, I just pull it out with my handy dandy tongs, swirl some on a plate, put the sauce on top, and eat it. That's really all there is to this dish. Very simple. Makes use of some leftovers. I don't like to waste food. And it's absolutely delicious. Let me know what you think of it in the comments below, and we'll see you next time. Remember, stay foodie.